Namaste. In this learning video, we will discuss the effective ways to remember the structure of caffeine. At the end of this video, you will be able to draw and remember chemical structure of caffeine. Caffeine is used as a central nervous system stimulant. It is a purine alkaloid that occurs naturally in tea and coffee. It is also called as trimethylxanthine. So caffeine is also known as trimethylxanthine. So it is the example of xanthine derivatives having 3 methyl groups. So let's see steps to remember the structure of caffeine. Step number 1, you first know the structure of purine as it contains the purine as a basic heterocyclic ring. Then you have to convert the structure of purine into the xanthine. Then you have to remember the position of methyl groups on xanthine nucleus. And last, you have to draw the structure of caffeine. If you go by this stepwise, definitely it will be help you to construct the structure of caffeine, and it will be very easy to remember its structure. So step number 1, purine. So structure of purine is contain fused pyrimidine ring with imidazole ring. So first you have to know the structure of pyrimidine and imidazole ring like this. So pyrimidine is a 6-member heterocyclic ring containing 2 nitrogen, one at 1 number position and another at 3 number position. Second ring is imidazole, which is a 5-member heterocyclic ring containing 2 nitrogen atom, one at 1 number position and another at 3 number position. So fusion of these two rings is become a purine. Like this. Then you have to number purine like this because it is a unique way for the numbering of purine. First you have to number to the pyrimidine heterocyclic ring and then continue the numbering on imidazole ring like that. So fused carbon atom also having the numbers. So first you have to number whole the pyrimidine ring and then give the numbering to the imidazole ring. So this is how you can number the purine. So fusion of pyrimidine with imidazole ring, it will form a purine heterocyclic ring. Now let's see how to convert the structure of purine into xanthine. So if you remember, the xanthine is containing the pyrimidine dione and imidazole ring. So fusion of pyrimidine dione and imidazole. So imidazole is common in purine and xanthine. So what is different? In purine it is a pyrimidine and in xanthine it is pyrimidine dione. Di means 2, one means double bond O, means the pyrimidine ring having 2 double bond O. If you observe the structure of pyrimidine portion in the purine nucleus, then you will come to know that there are only 2 positions is remaining where you can able to add the double bond O. So that position is, this is the first position and this is the another position on which you can able to add the double bond O. So very simple, you have to just add the double bond O and remove the unsaturation and supply the hydrogen atom to the nitrogen so that its 3 valency get completed. So let's do that. So this is how, see here, the double bond O at this position, double bond O at this position, means at 2 number position, at 6 number position there is double bond O. So because of double bond O is added to the pyrimidine, so you need to remove the unsaturation from the ring and you have to supply the hydrogen atom to the nitrogen atom like this. So this is how you can able to convert the structure of purine into xanthine by adding double bond O at 2 number position and at 6 number position. Now step number 3 is conversion of xanthine to caffeine. As I told you earlier that the caffeine is also known as trimethylxanthine. Tri means 3, methyl means methyl group. So 3 methyl group is present on xanthine. So if you remember the another name of caffeine, so it will give hint to the structure of caffeine. So trimethylxanthine means you need to add the 3 methyl group on the xanthine. So it will become the structure of caffeine. And the position is 137 means the nitrogen atoms 137. Let's see the numbering system on xanthine. So you have to number like this. Remember, you have to first number the pyrimidine portion and then numbering to the imidazole portion. So now caffeine is what? 137 trimethylxanthine. So at position number 1, at position number 3 and at position number 7 you have to add the methyl group like this. So at 1, at 3 and at 7, so 3 methyl group should be attached on the xanthine ring. So xanthine will convert to caffeine. So if you know the structure of purine, then you can able to convert it into the xanthine, and if you know the structure of xanthine, just you have to attach the 3 methyl group at 137, so the structure becomes caffeine. It's so simple. So let's see how to draw the structure of caffeine. So let's see how to draw the structure of caffeine. You know very well, first you have to draw the xanthine ring, and xanthine ring contain the pyrimidine dione, that is pyrimidine 2,6 dione. So first you have to draw the pyrimidine portion, then supply double bond O at 2 number position like this, then add double bond O at 6 number position. Now complete the next portion, that is imidazole, that is 5 member ring containing 2 nitrogen, one at 1 number position, another at 3 number position, that is in case of imidazole. Now just supply the double bond to the imidazole and now add the methyl group at 1 number position, at 3 number position and at 7 number position. And last you have to number in a such a way that first you have to complete the numbering on the pyrimidine portion and then continue the numbering on imidazole portion. So fused carbon atom also having the numbers. So this is the 137 trimethyl xanthine, or you can say 137 trimethyl purine 2,6 dione. The chemical name of caffeine is 137 trimethyl purine 2,6 dione. In summary, let's see the tips to remember structure of caffeine. Step number 1, structure of purine. So fusion of pyrimidine with imidazole ring. Then convert purine into xanthine by adding the double bond O at 2 number position and at 6 number position. Step number 3, you have to remember the position of methyl group on xanthine, as caffeine is called as trimethylxanthine and position is 137. So caffeine is also known by the name 137 trimethylxanthine. And last you have to just attach the methyl group on the xanthine ring, then the structure of caffeine will becomes like that. Is it easy? So just try to follow the methods to remember the structure of caffeine. Thank you very much. Thank you. Wish you all the best.